Alright, welcome back folks, Roth here. Browsing around the Switch news section and looking to see what the last post for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was. Seems like they posted the trailer to showcase like all the courses that's been added to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. Yeah, very simple posts. There's a couple of Japanese posts there, but looking at the English-based one, Wave 6 DLC Spotlight, Super Nintendo Bowser Castle 3, and Wii Rainbow Road. This was posted back in April 30th, 2024, last year. Screenshots of each of those courses. Wii Rainbow Road being one of the best ones, I would say, including the 3DS one, of course. That one was also a great addition, and attached to that would be the trailer for it. Expansion Pass. That is where it's accessible. Alright, let's boot up to 8 Deluxe. Today's a Wednesday night. I was deciding what to boot up into tonight. So I went along with this one. It's either going to be Scribblet or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I decided to go a little more with 8 Deluxe, seeing that I saw the news posts on their official Nintendo site stating that we are 75% complete of the 1 million laps. And that's why I was looking at the Switch news feed, because I guess they didn't post it, or they don't continue to post it on there. But I saw it in the Twitter feed that we were 75% complete at the my.nintendo.com, the official website. So here is the link to that. Folks want to take a look at that. Statistics. It doesn't really go deep into the statistics, but they are keeping track of how many laps people have raced. So let's hop back into this. Tis a Wednesday, so I thought to maybe go the route of Wiggler. As Josh mentioned yesterday, Wiggler Wednesday, or a couple days ago. I also have a, let's see, I think there was a Mii hat that is the sunflower hat. And then there's also a Fireflower one, which I prepared. It's not well aligned, so let's see. Oh, that's a very small one. I feel like I need to resize that a little more. But yeah, there's a sunflower one that, it would make it look more like Wiggler. And then there's a Fireflower one, which is a little off. Let's see if we can actually adjust that. Realign it. They do have a Fireflower in this game, right? I don't know about Fireflower, but they have the Fireball still. No, it is the Fireflower, okay. So let's hop onto online. First, let's check out the stats, my play stats for this game. The specific iteration of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this is the Switch version. There's my drive distance. Accumulated while, I guess, racing both online and offline. Grand Prix and stuff counted. Number of coins. Yoshi's Island is the favorite course ever since its release. I think it was Rosalina back in Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, and then coming to this one, it was Metal Mario, and then now, with the past couple nights, I think that I featured this, past few nights I should say. Within the past week, it's been Diddy Kong. I think Diddy Kong rose to fame, I think, as my favorite character selected. But I tend to, hop from one character to the next. And then like swapping different vehicles, layouts, setups and stuff, seeing what best fits like certain characters. So mostly been using standard bike, standard wheels, super glider. I used to use the clouds one a lot, and I still use it a lot, but I guess it hasn't replaced the super glider as of yet. So many drifts I've done: mini turbos, super mini turbos, and ultra mini turbos. That is the purple one. I think they added that. I don't know if that was in the 8, like the Wii U original 8. Maybe it was, and it's just been a while since I've last hop onto it. I think the last time we did hop onto it and feature on stream was when they were about to shut off the online for the Wii U. Number of jump boosts, saved by Lakitu, it was like 680 I think last time. Now it rose up to like 700. So that's my overall. Here's my online play, race rating, battle rating. I don't really do battles all that much, but it's there. It's been recorded a little bit. Some more races there. More silvers than gold. Like gold and bronze are kind of like on the same level, but more so silvers. Yeah, and then recent matches. I also see Josh there. I feel like I haven't raced with Josh for a while. Alright, let's do tournaments. This is how you can enter the official Mario Day challenge. There's a specific code on the same website, the official website. You can find it over on the official Nintendo Twitter account as well. I'm not sure if they have it on YouTube, if they made a post or not, or a trailer. But you would search by code, and then you enter that specific code. So unless we can actually find that. So you can link it, copy and paste it over. I don't have a quick link, but I can also view it from here. Quick access to it. So I'll type this out. 1152 2501 and then 4827. Tournaments code. For the Mario Day challenge. I also need to find the official Twitter post of this. I believe it's this one. Community challenge, and I guess we get to earn 310 points if we finish up 1 million laps combined from the 7th of March till the 17th. That is next Monday. So I feel like we might we could definitely make it past 1 million. I see Kevo is up in the top standings there. Deshaun at 12,000 points. These guys just don't stop playing. I feel like this is the only game that these guys ever play. Wings is also top 5. Senti, we've raced with them before. Yeah, I think we've come across a lot of these guys. Pinex, Pina X. I've raced with that guy already. Back when that guy was like still like 3,000, I saw him on the course in races. Deshaun, we raced against him too. Man, they just don't stop playing. Don't stop, never stop. At least until Mario Kart 9 comes out for the Switch 2. So let's go with Wiggler. Where is he? Where's that Wiggler dude? Oh yeah, there he is. He also has a flower on his head. Which way? I think the maybe not the fire flower, but the other guy. Let's get the other sunflower. Today's also Plant a Flower Day. By the way, that's a Game Boy Advance. Sunflower, sunflower. Think of the Plants vs Zombies theme song. I think I'll adjust this a little tiny bit more. As long as the pedals are well above. There we go. It looks as, you know, as it would back on 3DS. So let's figure out what kart setup we can do for this one. Oh my gosh, look at the speed on this. Speed with the bike. Acceleration, not great. I mean, it's pretty alright. Average. Handling might not be great. Traction seems okay. I was mentioning about like how we can do like Wiggler and Wiggler. Ooh, this one's not bad either. The Varmint. It's also the bike. Bike is really fast too. No, I'm not ready. Wiggler on Wiggler. Here we go. You can do off-road, sponge. Let's do this one for now. Oh my gosh, I'll just auto-pick the Cheap Beach thing. And here's the tournament post. I feel like I need to copy-paste that over to the other places. Streaming live to Twitch, YouTube, DLive, Trovo, Kick, Beam, Soop, all the places, and Noise. Noise. Another streaming platform. This day and age, there are many streaming platforms. There we go. I'll enter some more afterwards. Tanuki. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Come to my jumps. My jumps aren't coming out. There you go. On Monday, for Mario Monday, we played some Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And then yesterday we played some Killing Floor 2 with our friend Bun. Angry Wiggler. And yeah. It's important to take, you know, a couple days break to rest our fingers a bit. Because I know this game does do a number on the fingers. Ooh, bullet bill. Let's use it now before we get hit by lightning or something. I should have wiped this controller a little more, but it's okay. Using the Wii U Pro Controller connected via an adapter, 8-bit dude. Ain't gonna hit me. Saja. God, my jumps are so late. Thank you for that blue. I don't know why they bother hitting us instead. Got 8. Went from 2nd to 8. Yeah, the Aurora player, man, they're just don't give a. Not sure what to say after that. They don't care who they hit. They just want to hit someone. Rage. Like even if they're in like 9th or 8th. Guess they were in 8th because I was in 7th there. Apparently I got the most points out of the group. Alright, let me see if I can paste the link over on Noise. Noise is another chat that I gotta keep a window open for. I'm noticing a few more folks just like coming in through that platform. I feel like I don't know anyone else who streams on Noise. I recently found that one. Oh, man, I thought I pressed it at the right time. My timing for the thing is way off. I'm not sure if the input capture or the capture is delaying or not. Oh my gosh, I am so not in tune right now. Let me see. It'll probably take a bit to readjust. And you get those coins. Hit the Jess. Jazz, are you partaking in the official tournament? Well, I guess it technically would be a like tournaments. It's a more of a community challenge. But there's a post about it if you haven't seen it yet. Oh, I don't know why I went up here. Ooh, that star, sweet. Of course, per usual with these online races tend to get a little hectic and a little chaotic. By little, I mean a lot, but you know how it is, I'm sure. But we're playing as Wiggler today, since it's a Wednesday. And yeah, I haven't played Wiggler for a long while since they added them. Again, with this series, I haven't really featured it all that much. So coming back to this, I still feel the same about like this particular entry of Mario Kart, where it's like the roof of... Speaking of roofs, we're riding on the roofs right now. There's a thing where like, you know, they streamline a whole lot of the mechanics. I'm sure you already know since we play a lot of Mario Kart games. You go from entry to entry. Even comparing it to like the Wii Mario Kart, I feel like the mechanics have been changed so much. Like even since then, like I don't know. The kart setups and all that stuff comes into play, and sometimes you just don't have some of the features from previous entries. Like they don't carry over to the current one, and we've been stuck with this entry for like a decade, well over a decade since the Wii U. But when they streamline the game, it's like, it's like there's no, like we have to like abide by those, mechanics, So it's like, it's so much different. Like a lot of it depends on the RNG of the items. At least for me, like from my experience, and we've been at it for like the past 10 years. I feel like we really need a new Mario Kart. Or I've been needing a new Mario Kart for a long while. But yeah, that Mario Kart 9 can't come soon enough. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the karting as well. Yeah, try to make things up with different characters and stuff, different kart setups, just to keep it interesting, but also challenging for myself. Because there are folks who are on this game like almost every day. Like I feel like, have you seen the charts? If you see the chart for like even this tournament alone, like there are some familiar names on there that I've seen in past like tournaments that Nintendo's held, whether it's competitive tournaments, when they host their nationals and regionals and stuff like that, to go on to compete like internationally. But even for the casual community races like this one here, like I still see those insane names. Like like Kevo, for example, I keep seeing that guy's name. But yeah, but those guys, they play non-stop. I feel like it's the only game that they play. They live and breathe this entry of Mario Kart. Quite possibly. Oh my gosh, I just hit that person. Well, I guess they hit me then. Ooh, got third. Bum, 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 bum. 11 plus years next month. Yikes. Yeah. I feel like it's really time for a brand new Mario Kart. Probably the longest time range for a single Mario Kart, which is like, you know, if you add this one together with the Wii U release, what, 2014? I think it was 2014. Yeah, that's a good decade and more. Yeah. But granted, I like some of the features. Again, it's like, it's very streamlined, you know. It's streamlined for a purpose, is to make, you know, to commercialize the series and, you know, have this become the standard so that people can recognize. But I feel like if they, I really hope they change the mechanics a little more. Maybe not a little, but like maybe a lot more in the next entry. But I guess time will tell when we see that happen. Because I want the series to mix it up, you know? Oh, pressed too long there. Yeah, I want the series to mix it up so that, you know, it's fresh and new for everybody and not carry over the same mechanics as this entry here. I mean, it can still be similar, but they can bring back the alternation of the items, and I've mentioned this in the past. So like when you have two items, the top there. Oh, I was about to get the item there, but I didn't got it. Another person got it. So if they have like two mushrooms, you know, two single mushrooms, I can swap between the two. Even though I don't have to, but what if I have like a fire flower and I want to use a fire flower? I would have to use the mushroom first and then use the fire flower. So let's see what I get here. So we get like, so I got a bullet bill. So I can use the bullet, I want to use the bullet bill first before I use the mushroom. What if they add a feature where you can alternate those two items, like how they do in Double Dash? In Double Dash, you gotta switch your characters, you know, on a single cart. I have to like swap my characters first, you know, get the character in the back that has the bullet bill, you know, just saying as example, and then I can use the bullet bill. But what if they add that feature where you can alternate the items in the next Mario Kart, so you can better strategize how we play? I just lost those items there. But yeah, just showing, you know, that's an example that of an idea that I want them to add for the next Mario Kart. But yeah, that will be a very helpful way to strategize. So here I'm going to use, see, I have to use the golden mushroom first, you know, in order to use the star. Whereas strategically, I want to use the star first and then use the golden mushroom, and so on, you know, vice versa. But yeah, like I hope they add that ability. I played so poorly there, just by ranting. But yeah, like I kind of wish that they would have that ability for the next one. And that not being the only thing, there has to be a lot more change for the next Mario Kart. Like the way we race, and not just only like a versus mode, battle mode, make there be more. Like I ranted this, I continue to rant about, you know, what features we may see in the next Mario Kart. For the past few days, I've been, you know, pulling out ideas and jotting them down, or just, you know, saying them out loud. And then there's another chatter that we were like, conversing, just throwing out ideas out there. And we thought about, like, what if we had like a tourist mode, where we can tour around the courses. It doesn't have to be the racing courses or the battle mode courses. It could just be like a course, like a map, or multiple maps for that mode only. Maybe, and also combining with the racing courses too, in a more casual tourist mode. So kind of like Pokemon Snap in a way. So you can just ride in a group in like some sort of like theme park ride, you know, setting. So you can just casually go through the course and snap photos, you know. What if we have like a photo mode, you know, a co-op photo mode? You can go around the course and, you know, look around and snap photos and seeing, you know, what Easter eggs we can find, you know, in these courses. Because sometimes when we look at these courses, we see things out in the far distance. Say like, I don't know, there's like a pirate ship over there. Maybe there's like a Koopa Troopa that's like, you know, doing something funny in the background, you know. And then or maybe we can probably look at a sign, a billboard sign, you know. We want to be able to see all of that, appreciate all the art, all the different things that they add to the courses that we cannot do in a race, you know, since we're racing. But like, yeah, like a tourist mode, like some sort of thing, you know, like that. I think that would be neat. It'd be a neat addition, I think, in the series. All right, I'm just gonna try to get these past these guys here. Don't let anyone else hear you. So yeah, exactly right. No, I try to document it when I can. That way, you know, I can just like refer back to it when the time comes. Like, oh yeah, they added this thing in that new Mario Kart. I can go back to this very stream to find, you know, find where I can, you know, where I said it the first time, you know. But I'm sure like there's probably other folks that may have thought of the same thing. Oh, look at that. Bullet Bill and a star? Could sure use more of those. Refine the drift thing, make it skill. That's another thing too. Like even when this game came out on the Wii U, I thought like you can probably still hear the sticks when I'm doing my left and right. Remember that? Like a lot of us older players, like we would do that, you know, the R and then the, you know, the left and right on the sticks, right? You know, the old way of drifting. And then my friend Sonic, when I came back to featuring this game, this iteration, the Switch version, like back in 2020, somewhere around 2020, my friend Sonic came in and told me, oh yeah, you don't have to do the, you know, the left and rights anymore. It's automatic. You just hold the direction. I was like, what? That was, in a way, I was like at that moment, I was mind blown because, you know, they streamlined so much, and then I even that part I didn't realize, you know, they streamlined so much. Yeah, and you can do that one extra boost. Like that's another thing that they added. Like I wasn't sure it was in 8 or not, but yeah, that Ultra, they call it the Ultra Mini Turbo. Like that's another thing they added. So already I feel like they could have gone with like a Mario Kart 9 instead of remaking the 8. And then with all the courses that they added, they could have added to 9 instead, you know? Like this entry for the Switch could have been a brand new Mario Kart. But instead they want to rush out and put an 8, you know? Put out a fairly recent Mario Kart that was on the previous system that, you know, probably barely anyone bought the game to play on the Wii U, or even the system itself. Yeah. Seeing that, you know, how poorly the Wii U sold, maybe there's, you know, there's less people to realize what, you know, if, you know, how the 8 was even about. But yeah, I think it would have been, it still would have been a fine entry. Like 8 by itself was a fine entry, but it's just that there weren't that many people on it. Oh, Cronus. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine buying this game again for the 3rd time. My gosh. I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to play this on the Switch too. Maybe with a... Actually, I don't know what else they can improve. Seeing that it's going to be backwards compatible, I'm not sure what else they could improve on this game. Oh, that person back there. Sorry. Yippee! Oh. Ooh, I have my horn, but I didn't get to use it. Till now. Oh! Yeah. I'll take 5. Yeah, I hope that wouldn't be the case. And it already seems like it's like a brand new entry. And they could be using like an updated engine. Like even from the preview trailer when they revealed the Switch 2. You know, that's brand new Donkey Kong model. But, you know, information on that entry is going to be limited. And yeah, I just hope that it's like a brand new entry. Yeah, I have been hearing rumors that they may do like a remaster, some sort of remaster plus expansion of Breath of the Wild. In a way, I don't know. For me, I skipped out on Breath of the Wild. And I just dove into Tears of the Kingdom, like on purpose. Like I skipped the Switch launch. I was still playing the Wii U and whatever else I had at the time. Still playing on Steam. But I don't know. For me, like the Switch just, I don't know. It came out at a time where it's like, I don't know, launch titles for the Switch weren't all that exciting for me. Like there weren't really many must-haves, I think, for me. Other than Breath of the Wild, I'm always, you know, keen for a new Zelda, new Mario Kart. Like those are the two franchises, I think. And whatever, you know, Mario platformer they came out with. But there are always, you know, long tail titles that you could just pick up anytime later down the line and it'll still be great, you know? But I don't know, for some reason like Breath of the Wild didn't really shine too much for me. It was exciting when they first announced it, showing it on E3 and stuff, and seeing what the concept was going to be like, but I wasn't really too keen on getting it launched, and then come to find out that, oh yeah, it's a world success. It seems like it draws in new players for the franchise. It's already been said and done, but, you know, seeing it release again for Switch 2? I don't know. They'll probably do it just to get people on board, to maybe remind their customers, like their broader audience, saying, hey, we got a brand new Switch system. Remember this game, Breath of the Wild? The Game of the Year game? It's now seeing a remaster on our brand new system. You know. I mean, they can do it, but then like at the same time, I also feel like they'll have other brand new titles in planning that would, you know, be brand new entries that would help along the way with the Switch 2 launch. But yeah, I wouldn't just count on that specific entry to be the only entry that we'll see. Surely it's going to be more. I do want to see like a new, when it comes to like the Zelda franchise, I've mentioned this, you know, before, even back when like Echoes of Wisdom was like not even announced yet, but I wanted to see another multiplayer based Zelda game. So like think like Triforce Heroes or Four Swords Adventures, or just the Four Swords brand in general. Which is why I've been going back to playing Four Swords on GameCube. But yeah, we haven't seen another like multiplayer Zelda for a long while. I feel like they could do that. Seeing that we've had like, you know, the open air Zeldas, and to take a break from, you know, the solo single player Zelda games, how about bring back like a multiplayer Zelda game? Like, we haven't had a multiplayer one for a long while. And I'm not too much into like remakes and remasters. Like I much prefer a remake be done when it's like 10 years pass. Maybe not 10 years, maybe a little more. Like, it's gotta be like 2 or 3 generations pass systems, you know? So like something like Super Mario RPG came out at a good time, you know, when like not many people either recognize the franchise or never knew it existed, or maybe it's new to them. But also bringing back new, old players that have been familiar with the franchise, or that's just that specific entry of Mario RPG. Like, that's a fine remake. When they do stuff like that, I'm in favor of. But that specific story where it's like they cannot, like, in this day and age, like, they can't bring the same team that worked on the original aboard onto this new project to remake that one game, you know. It's like an entry that's been done when the stars and the planets were aligned, you know. Square Enix and Nintendo working together to make it this one unique entry, you know. That's like waiting for like a specific comet to arrive to you know, soar through the skies at night. You know, like, that's like once in a lifetime sort of event. Maybe twice in a lifetime, but like to get that same team back again to do the remake, you know, it's like that could take like decades, you know. So like I'm in favor of that sort of thing. But when they do a remake when the game just came out like 5 years ago, or a re-release, you know, I'm not too keen on that, you know. There's been so many companies. I feel like this past year, or even the current year, have been a lot of remakes, remasters, and all these younger players, and not just limiting to like the world of video games, but like in all sorts of media, movies, music, you know. There's been re-releases and remasters, remakes. I'm a fan of horror films, but like when I see remakes, oh boy, and they happen all the time too, and they continue to happen. But I see good reason why they do come up with it, to draw like the younger audience in, the newer audience, and also preparing for a brand new entry. Like, that is what I'm more in favor of is a brand new entry. But if they have to come up with the remake, remaster first to garner enough interest before they do a new entry, then so be it. But, you know, that means I just have to wait a little longer just for that new entry. But yeah, it's tis to be the case, I think, when it comes to like releasing media, and when you're a company that would have license to some of these IPs, and you want to put a new product out, it's like, yeah, it is coming with the strategy and finding the user base, you know, and garnering interest first, and then put that new outing. Because if you I think if they just put out that sequel or new iteration or something, well after, like, years and years after that original release, there probably wouldn't be people out there to realize, oh yeah, there's a new entry of this one, you know, that one movie or game from the past, you know, that came out like 15-25 years ago, you know. And it's like, you know, who's gonna remember that? Maybe the fans of that original entry are not even around anymore. Maybe they're into like another hobby, you know. So then again, like that's why these remakes, remasters exist, and they continue to happen. But then I guess it goes for you know, it could be different for certain entries or certain IPs or different mediums. But I see that as being like a, you know, something that could be possible. But yeah, they take a long time to come out, but then they also take development time to put out those entries too. So it's like, why do remakes and remasters when you could just do a brand new entry instead? Then I see the risk at putting that out, because they could put out that new entry they want, like a part 2 of, like, I don't know, or a part 3 of what's it called? I'm trying to think of like a game that no one's heard of, Arrow the Acrobat, or Croc 2. Has it been a Croc 2? I don't think it's been a Croc 2. Say, like, I know they're doing a remaster of Croc. Well, there has been a Croc 2. So what if there's a Croc 3, I believe there's no Croc 3. I think it's only 1 and 2. So what if they come up with a Croc 3 out of nowhere, And the previous entry of Croc 2, I think, was on the PS1. It was on PS1, around PS1 era. So, like, we're well past PS2, we're well past GameCube. We're at the PS5 era now. So what if they come out with a Croc 3? The Croc series is a 3D platformer, by the way. And it's unheard of by the younger audience of today. So it's not a very well-known IP unless you grew up in the 90s. But the last game was out sometime in like 2000 or 1999, 2000. So around the PS1 era, just before the PS2, if I recall. But yeah, just using that as an example, if Activision or whatever company that owns that IP now, if they were to put out a Croc 3 right here, right now, like, who's gonna know? Who's gonna know what that IP is? So I see why they do their remakes and remasters. But that's an example too. Like, they should come out with a that first, wait a few decades, wait a couple of decades, come up with a remaster, and then put out a new following, a new entry. But, like, I don't see the reason of putting out the remasters like just a generation after, because I think the reason why I think people want remakes and remasters is because they didn't like how the Zelda game played on the Wii. They don't like the motion controls. They don't like to play on a portable. The reasons continue now. Like, they skip out on these entries, or they just don't play these franchises or something. And it happens a lot for popular franchises. So, like, using Zelda as an example, like, not many people play Skyward Sword because it's like the last title on the Wii. There's so many reasons. The reasons continue to stack on each other, and people just skip out on some of these titles, some terrific Nintendo titles, and I don't know, they just skip a generation, and then, like, the next generation, they just hope that they put that same game that was on the previous generation onto this current generation. And it continues to happen each generation going forward. Like, new audience and old audience. I don't know why I'm holding on to this. But yeah, I don't know. I see it. I see those comments all the time. Like, oh, I wish they remake this game. I want this game on this system. Why can't they put it on this system? You can't please everybody. Oh boy. And seeing that, you can see how angry Wiggler is. But I don't know. I just want to make it clear that I'm more in favor of new entries. Remakes and remasters, I would still suggest people that request those kind of games, those kind of remasters and stuff, like, just to play it on their original systems. Like, that's what they're meant for. Like, some of those titles play best on the original systems that they were made on, like Skyward Sword. When they try to convert those motion controls to, like, a traditional controller, like for the Switch Joy-Cons and stuff, even though I haven't played myself, but, like, the feedback that I've seen, the responses from it, it's like they didn't enjoy the Joy-Con controls for Skyward Sword, where, you know, like I was fine with the motion controls on the Skyward Sword back on the Wii. But then, you know, that's a single player game too. And I remember when that game first came out, like there was like, I think it was Destructoid. I forgot the guy's name, but he was very anti-motion control. Like he was not a fan of Skyward Sword's controls because of the motion and stuff. And they weren't, like he mentioned like something about like not being as accurate. Whereas like most other reviewers that also reviewed that same game, like they were fine with the motion controls, and they even showed like fine examples, like on video, of the movement. And Link was doing the exact same movement as they were, as they were moving in, you know, IRL and stuff. Oh. So, you know, like they have to play these games in the way that Nintendo intended them to be played. So, and I still see it even to this day when it comes, especially when it comes to the Wii games, you know, with those motion controls. When there's a game that's designed for motion controls, you have to have your right setup. You have to set your Wii system the way it's meant to be set up, you know. Sensor bar on top of the TV, below the TV. Some people just have the sensor bars all over the place, you know. They don't have it set on top of their TV. They have it hanging on a desk somewhere, you know. But the thing is, like, with that, the Wii setup, it's like, I feel like most people don't, like, there's half people don't understand how that technology works, you know. I feel like even to this day, people that are trying to play old Wii games don't understand how far you gotta be from the sensor bar. So when they're trying to like get this, when there's a game that uses like IR pointer, they'll be like, oh, let me see. They'll be like, oh, I don't like how this controls, you know. I don't like how, see, it's going off screen. My sensor bar, my cursor is going off screen. I don't like that. Why did Nintendo go with motion controls? You know, like people don't understand. People just don't understand the motion controls and you know, the way they try to innovate on that, you know, in that generation. But just, I mean, just putting that out as an example, like there's a variety of different players out there, but like there is that crowd that does not like the Wii, you know, when it comes to like motion controls, like just the motion controls that sort of like ruins it for them, and therefore they pass on that specific entry of Zelda, you know, that entry of like, you know, whatever else that uses motion controls. It's just how the way, you know, those games were designed. And it's not just like Nintendo first parties, it's also third-party games that were also using motion controls. There's one game I have in mind that I was gonna feature tonight too, but then I guess I'll postpone it till, you know, further notice. I think until next month, I think I'll bring it in. I might not want to mention what it is yet, but it's an old game that I used to broadcast, I think 15 years ago on a different site. But it's an old Wii game that I used to stream back in 2010. And I was gonna bring it tonight. I was planning to bring it in February, and then again tonight because I didn't get to feature it on February. But now I'm thinking to maybe delay it, postpone it to April instead. But it's an old game. Not many people have heard about it. It's a very obscure RPG game nowadays. It's not really RPG, it's more action RPG. But it's very obscure nowadays. No one mentions it. Unless you're in the right crowd that talks about Wii games. Or knows they're Wii games. But that's another game. It's another game that also uses Wii motion controls and the IR pointer. It doesn't support like, you know, traditional classic controller or anything. Yeah, it's another motion-based game. It uses the IR pointer. So So I realized, like, man, a lot of today's audience, like, they're not too keen on, you know, the motion controls. And then, like, I guess even till now, like, maybe there are folks out there that might enjoy Joy-Con motion controls, and there might not be like a crowd that, you know, that enjoys that, you know. Oh, I'm saying I'm playing so poorly there. Like, I feel bad for folks that, you know, that can't, because, like, you know, there's so many great titles on that system, so many underrated titles. But then again, like, I feel for them, because maybe the developer did not think to add, you know, traditional style controllers, like classic controller support. I think even by then, by 2010 of that game's release, we already had the Wii Classic controller. So at least the first edition. The second edition, which is the Wii Classic Controller Pro, like, that was out in that same year, but it wasn't prepared, you know, full support of it. Just the first Wii Classic controller. Gosh, I don't know why I'm holding on these shells. Let's shoot it back. Wow, someone else around. But then again, yeah, I feel like if thinking back, a lot of the games that were only motion-based probably would have taken, like, more development time, further postponing the release of the game if they were to add, you know, the classic controller or traditional control support, just for that layout, and then further bug testing, making sure they operate correctly throughout the entire game, you know. So I understand that. Oh my gosh, look at the Mii character. You know, what I find amusing about this Mario Kart is, like, we see all the Mii characters. I've seen some really wild designs that I didn't think that it would be possible, but I've seen some really peculiar designs in this. I just want to play safe so they can play for luxury consoles and yachts. And there can go. That looked like a Mr. Sam from Earthbound. Oh, they don't get rid of Mii's? Yeah. I feel like ever since the Wii and onwards, you know, Mii characters have been, like, a mainstay for, like, a lot of Nintendo games. Like, it's part of the Nintendo brand, I feel. But man, good thing that you brought that up, because I realized that we don't even see the Mii characters in that Switch 2 reveal, you know, for that Mario Kart preview. Oh man, imagine if they brought back Mii full force. You know, okay. Oh, here's another thing too. I should probably point out, there may be a social service. Oh my gosh, the boomerang. And I really hope they bring in a new iteration of the Miiverse. You know, good old Miiverse. And I feel not many people got to experience that. Like, even today, even to this day, you probably know of the trend of the yeah button through Twitter and stuff, and how when Twitter, well, nowadays called formerly known as Twitter, but nowadays known as X.com. Oh, there's a blue shell in the way too. There goes the Spiny. Timed that wrong. Nowadays, oh wait, there was the what feature did they take out? They took out, like, something on Twitter. I forgot what it was. Oh, was it the? no, it was not the like button, it was something else. Can't think of it right now, but then there's like the whole trend of like people posting about the yeah button on Miiverse, and then that became like a little trend for a moment, for like a week. And like I see people who have never used Miiverse in their life. Like they never had a Wii U, they never had a 3DS. And I think of that line from Reggie, where he goes like, "What's wrong with you?" But it's funny seeing like people that never use that feature, like the Miiverse, on either the Wii U, because they never had a Wii U or 3DS, or maybe they had it, they just never really bothered to log on to Miiverse or something, or connect your account, and they're all raving about the yeah button. It's I don't know, something about that is just, I don't know. I like it, or I should say I like seeing that. But then there's like, you know, this I don't know, something about that when they revive or remind people. It's something about like the remembrance of an old feature on this now defunct platform. I'll just call it platform because it was a platform. That it was Miiverse, you know, RIP Miiverse. And I don't know, it's something neat about that, and like that. People not knowing about like a certain thing, and then there, you know, it becomes like a trend for a week. And yeah, I don't know. Like thinking back to that, I want there to be a brand new iteration, like an evolution of that Miiverse platform. Even though we don't have it on this system, the Switch, like we need to see that come back for the Switch 2. Like I could definitely see them evolving that in some way. Make it so that we can post our screenshots, post our video clips to this brand new platform, whatever it's going to be called on the Switch 2. Seeing that they no longer allow us to connect to our Twitter account. They removed that feature, by the way. We can't post screenshots from the Switch anymore. Can't post our video clips anymore, even though the official Nintendo Twitter account encourages us to tweet about screenshots and video clips of our moments in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you know. And we just can't do it straight from the Switch. We have to use either our mobile device, transfer that screenshot video clip to our computer or something, and then post it. Or stream on Twitch or YouTube and then post the clip that way. But I think in the future, I really hope they bring something, make it easier for us to, you know, do that. So yeah, that's another thing. I want them to do like a new Miiverse, like a follow-up to Miiverse. Maybe make it like a 3D platform, a 3D environment, like almost like the PlayStation Home. Almost like the PlayStation Home, where you can walk around in your avatars, and that avatar would be your Mii character. You know, bring back those Miis. That's where it's gonna come handy. Bring back those Miis. You have that 3D environment. You can walk around, visit your Switch 2 friend list, you know, through their friend list, and yeah, be able to either write a message on their bulletin board or something, kind of like Animal Crossing. It will be like a very Animal Crossing-like experience, I think, with the next Miiverse. I think that would be neat. Like, it can be just a simplistic of a design, like the Mii Plaza, you know, but more interactive in that plaza. A little more interactive. I wouldn't say not a lot. I wouldn't say it's you know, but like being able to communicate with other Switch 2 players, I think that would be neat. Like, we gotta have that feature again. And I feel like for the folks that miss out on Miiverse the first time, they'll get to experience that, what it was like, you know. But even better now, because we have better technology. Or we will have better technology. I mean, it's been two generations, so I think it's time. Meanwhile, I'm racing in first right now, but I don't think I'll have first for long. Seeing how chaotic these games can get while I'm renting, especially while I'm renting. But yeah. Maybe I should call it like Miiverse 2. Yeah, Miiverse 2. Codename Miiverse 2 for the Switch 2. So, yeah. More usage of the Mii characters, I think is great. And you know, also have like a built-in Mii editor, you know. A channel. I don't know if they would bring back channels though. We've yet to see how the Switch 2 OS is going to be designed like. And I hope they improve, you know. I think all the ideas have been out there already, you know. Bring back the music. I don't know if they would go the channels route though. Like bringing back like the Wii, 3DS, or Wii U channels. And booting up the apps that way. But I don't know. The layout that they have for the current Switch OS is fine, but it's a bit outdated, you know. For a long while, we've been hoping that they would have themes and music and stuff. There's no shop channel. So, if they can bring all that back, like how it was on the Wii, Wii U, 3DS, like that would be great. Put some more personality to those channels. Switchverse, yeah, Switchverse, right? Miiverse, Switchverse. But then it will be all about the Switch. Calling it Switchverse. I think as they move forward, even well after Switch 2, what would they call their next system, you know? The current layout, but they overdid it with a simplistic look. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's very, I think they follow the trend, even though the OS itself for the Switch is based on Android. It's an open source Android that they used. They didn't even use their own first-party OS, like how they did with the Wii, Wii U, 3DS. That was Nintendo's OS. But with the Switch, with the NX, they had to use Android. They teamed up with Google. I think this generation has been Google-centric. Like even the Google Maps stuff, they teamed up with Nintendo for the Pokemon stuff. Niantic for Pokemon Go. You know, a lot of it has been like Google collabs. Yeah, Google Maps. But I don't know. It's a generation of the androids, I feel. With the you know, the NX in going forward. But I feel like they need to go back to just being their own. You know, sticking with first party instead of teaming up with another company. But it's good that they happen. You know, it's an experience for Nintendo and both Google and, you know, both parties, I guess. But the thing with Nintendo is like they don't have their own set of developers to come up with, you know, a new OS. So they'd rather use something that's already existed, and then, you know, going from there and just modifying it, going from there. But I don't. I think in a way, like, I think it's fine that they at least try it, just to see how you know, turns out. And now that we've given them the feedback, now that we see how it's like, I think the original idea was better, you know. going first party and just coming up with something more original. Because even Android itself, like if you ever use like mobile phones, which I'm sure like most audience of today, you know, the younger generation, even older generations are starting to get into. You know, my dad, my mom and dads are, you know, more comfortable using phones now. They know more about using phones now than they were 10 years ago. Like I would have to like, whenever they have like a question on how to, oh yeah, how do I make a Facebook page? Like you open this little, you touch on this little icon and then, you know, you enter your name. I'm sure like a lot of us have been there, you know, like we younger, like our generation has like teach like the older generation how to use computers and all that. We've all been there. But and I'm going off track, but yeah, they seem to, like OS wise, like the OS itself, they don't have music for the OS. It's just silent, you know. When you're at the main page, it's just silent, you know, there's no music, unless you open up an app. It's all app-based, it's like a whole entire different system. And when you're using that system, it's like, you know, like you don't have the right coders to write a way to, you know, to have music playing in the background. Like that would require a whole lot of work, and I feel like they don't hire enough people to get to doing that, which would explain why we don't have it for the Switch. Because they'd rather use less resources and spending money on, you know, hiring coders to keep the OS up to date and adding changes, adding new updates here and there. I think that the only updates that we receive ever for the OS is for bug fixes nowadays. No new improvements, because why would they need to? I think in their mind, why would they need to update the OS with new features when all that matters to them is just putting out the software, the games, I mean, the apps. I think that the last major update that I remember is when they added the feature to support Bluetooth audio devices, or a little bit more Bluetooth improvements. So you can add like a Bluetooth speaker to output the you know, the Switch system to play sound from, which is a nice feature. But I feel like they could do more. Like, why is there, you know, that's another question arise, that why was there no voice chat for the system built in? Why did we have to use like a third-party device and a third-party app, a mobile app at that, just to have voice chat? You know, why do we have to use a mobile app just to listen to Nintendo music? You know, they put out this Nintendo app for music. Why would we have to do that? They could have had that for the 3DS. I mean, they have the music app, but it's not the music app that we think that it is. The music app for playing sounds, like it was like a sound app for the 3DS, but recording sounds and then playing back that sound. And then it also tracks, I think it tracks like what songs we listen to or something like that. I don't know how they track that. I forgot how they do it. But the 3DS can also recognize like what songs you can listen to, and I forgot how we were able to do that. When you sweep past another person with your 3DS, and it shows like your profile, like people can look up your Mii icon or your Mii profile, and they can view like what song you last listened to and stuff like that, which is pretty neat. That's another thing too, like Street Pass data. You know, what happened to all the Street Pass stuff? we can't do that on a Switch, you know. Maybe the OS doesn't support it because it's not a first-party OS. Yeah. Yeah, you can install Discord. See, the thing with Xbox is that they have it well laid out because the Xbox OS is basically just modified Windows 10. Or Windows 8, I should say. I think it's Windows 8, based on Windows 8 and onwards. So that way, porting different apps that's already running on Windows could just run well on Xbox. It's not too far off from Windows because it's already based on that system already. So for Xbox, they have it all laid out already. That's the whole thing about the whole Microsoft ecosystem, is that a lot of their devices would be based on Windows, and porting the software over to those other devices would be no issue. I mean, there would be less of an issue as how they have it on other ecosystems. So, you know, Windows being like the probably Microsoft's best product ever, and they continue to evolve each generation. That's their main priority, is to put Windows on every system because it's the best-selling product. So to have multiple devices running Windows makes it a much smoother experience just to be a Windows user, you know, Windows/Xbox user. Whereas I feel like Nintendo is going more Android side, more Google side. That's why I mentioned like the Google partnership and stuff like that with this generation. It's like, for me, I'm not much of a Google person anymore. Like in its early 2000s, Google was cool, but after after YouTube, after they bought YouTube, like after a while, they it started seeing like, you know, different mistakes or mishaps from Google's side. Like I was like, all the stuff that they've been doing with Chrome, you know, disabling JavaScript. I actually moved. I was a big fan of Chrome when they first came out. Whichever year it was, like, I think it was like around like 2008, 2009, 2010, whichever year it was. It's that long ago. I would switch from Firefox over to Google Chrome for a while, and then after a few years, I swapped back to Firefox. Ever since they disabled the JavaScript, you can't run JavaScript's websites anymore on Chrome. Like, yeah, I had to swap to Firefox. Oh, so yeah, nowadays I'm more in favor of Firefox when it comes to web browsers. Oh. Let's go. I was gonna drive off into the lava. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of Google fans out there. Some of my IRL friends, they're so Google centric. They own the latest Android devices year after year. It's like, and each model doesn't really change all that much. Like, other than like the Galaxy series, I feel like the Galaxy series have a lot to offer. From the handsets to the tablets, phones and the tablets, and then the watches too. Like, they have a variety of different products to and along with the Apple devices too. Like, I have a friend who's like hardcore Apple. Like, he uses Windows too, but like he's more Apple than he is Windows. But he's very like mobile. He's a very mobile guy. But not so much like gaming wise. Like, he would play some games, but not too, like, he's not too well versed in it. but that's the reason we're friends, because we can learn from each other, you know. Like I could teach him a few things while he can, you know, update me on what's happening in the world of Apple and the world of the mobile scene in general, which doesn't really, I don't know, doesn't really strike me as interesting all that much anymore. I think the time when Nokia went away, like I'm a big fan of Nokia, like through and through, always been a Nokia fan, and I've always hoped like that one day that Nokia and Nintendo would team up for some sort of a weird device to put out in the market, but they never did. Which dates back all the way, like I could talk about like the N-Gage 2003 era, the GBA era, just before the DS came out. But I think around that time they were on the verge of collabing. Like if we paid enough attention to the news articles at that time, like there was a moment where they almost collabed. Like Nokia actually went over to Japan to talk to Nintendo about a future product. But Nintendo was, they don't have anything in plan to collab with any other company at the time, because there was a different Nintendo at that, you know, in that era, 2003 onwards, so roughly around there. Like they were a different, more independent company, and they had the DS on their mind at that time. And yeah, and then they went ahead with that plan. I think it was that one, or was it the GBA? I'm trying to remember. 2003, yeah. So it wasn't until 2005, I think, was a DS, if I recall. So they were still on the GBA. Oh, I think it was like around the time when the SP was on it was coming out. Holy moly, I was still in high school. Yeah, it was like around the time when the SP came out. So I think they were about to out that product into the wild for the masses. So they were not in a position to collab with any other company, no matter how, you know, how encouraging Nokia was at the time, because they wanted to combine like the mobile phone, cellular, a cellular device that would play video games. And then, you know, like when the design came out, it was all made fun of. It was dubbed the taco phone, the taco phone, because of how weird that design was. But yeah, I don't want to dive into that too much, because, you know, I mentioned it from time to time. But that was one time when Nokia and Nintendo were almost collabing, but because Nintendo was so independent and they had other plans, they didn't do it. They didn't go through with it. If you look up old trademarks, or how do you call it, like blueprints? Not really blueprints. It's more like I think it's like a trademark, or there's like an image that was out around that time, where it was like a mobile phone, like a flip mobile phone, with an image of Yoshi on one of the screens. And that was going to be like their test product, and I feel like it was in collab with Nokia at the time. And it never came to fruition. I don't know if it's part of the Nintendo Museum that's out now. Like, I don't know if you can actually see like a prototype device there or anything. But imagine how that would have been, you know? Imagine how that would have came out. Ooh, nice. The Thundershock and the blue there. Alright, where is that exit? I'm playing so poorly right now. But yeah, there's an image out there with that flip phone. Like it looks like a standard looking flip phone, because at that time, you know, Japan was all about flip phones, and even to today they still are. But phones were really popular in Japan at the time, and there was an image of Yoshi on it. So I don't know if you've seen that one, Jazz, but that's the device that I'm talking about. They never released that. They never put it out to the public. But that is like a little clue to what could have happened, I think, at that time. Now flip phones are pricey. Yeah, I've seen some of those. They're coming back. It's becoming back like in recent years as like a trend. My friend had one, but I think he poured water, or I think he either dropped in water or something, so it's no longer operating correctly. But he did the whole like rice bag thing, and still can't get it to work properly. But yeah, he had one of the more modern flips. I forgot which model it was. Yeah, it's a foldable screen, I think. It's supposed to be so that you can flip it the long way, like vertically, and it would just be like one whole screen. Kind of like how like the clamshell form factor for the DS was like, except more seamless and no separated screens. That's what the DS was, the dual screen. But that was a neat concept though when Nintendo came out with it, which harkens back to the Game & Watch. And to see more and more devices utilizing that same design as a DS, which is, it's a good thing, because there should be more products out there that could make even more use of that sort of form factor, because it works. It works for modern electronic devices and games in general. Like there's like systems out there that are trying to emulate some of those older systems, but only for like it's just made for single screen, but not yet the DS or 3DS. And I feel like there's like at least a couple of devices, I think. I haven't kept up to date with what's out there yet for those kind of systems, but there's yet to be one that has that is made so that it supports like cartridges, DS or 3DS cartridges. Because I would love to see a device like that out there on the market. Because Nintendo has not put out a way for us to output to like a bigger screen, aside from like playing virtual console games. DS virtual console that was on the Wii U. Like that's the one way to do direct footage of those DS games is to rebuy that game in digital format and then broadcast it out through the Wii U. But then most of those games are just first party. Like there's a lot of like third party games on the DS that were great, but we just didn't have like a device to output it to like a bigger screen. Like we didn't have like a DS player for the Wii U, which would have been awesome to get, but they didn't put it out. Oh, I don't trust that leaf. Fernando. But yeah, if they were to put out that the 3DS player, like who knows how that would turn out. Like I would love to broadcast like Mario Kart 7, direct footage and output to HDMI. I don't know. Maybe it requires the Wii U to be powered on, and I don't know. Like if it takes that amount of if that's like the one method to broadcast like 3DS games, I would go that route. But otherwise, the people themselves have to like come up with their own a way to modify the system, and then further gets shut down by the company that made it anyways. So we can no longer modify our systems the way we want, which is unfortunate. Starts wearing out after 100-ish bends. Yeah, those flip phones. Alright, thanks for the chat, Jess. Take it easy, man. And if you ever feel to join the races, you know where to find a code. Just like I still love how they added the angry wiggler. Oh, another Mii design where it's like based off a Splatoon character. Yeah, I saw the other night. I saw the other Splatoon host. The Splatoon hosts. I think that's what they call it. Gosh, that person just disappeared right now. Oh! Oh, bad red shells. Oh, oh, we're gonna go. There goes the blue. Oh boy. Ooh, mushrooms. All right, I hope I get like a bullet bill or something. I'll take 4. For some reason, I can't type in the Twitch chat right now. I can't even pop up the chat. It says, fail to load module. Tried refreshing the page earlier and didn't load it correctly. So let me see if I can get it to load again. It still doesn't load. Alright. Let me swap to the other computer real quick. Our buddy Jazz also streams, so feel free to swing by his channel. Does a lot of Nintendo Switch stuff as well. Yeah, let me give me a new school shout out and then also a old school shout out, which would also play a clip. If we choose like a random clip in the channel.
Nettie, who is this Jazz that you keep freaking?
Oh my gosh, Waluigi cosplay.
Who is this Jazz person? You keep freaking shouting out in my channel. Wah!
Let's get one feature.
Nettie? For those of you who missed the cosplay, guys, missed a lot. I worked hard for this, and I can only feel sad for the people who missed the costume.
Ooh, there's flowers on the side there.
Because it was magnificent.
Man, it's been a while since I played New Horizons. I bet my town's got like a bunch of weeds by now. Oh, isn't this Netherlands? I think this is the Netherlands. I forgot what they call this this stage. Wow, look at all the flowers. Now this is Wiggler's kind of a town with all the flowers. He would have the flower right on his head. Oh, that's so weird. I cannot even land on that. I don't know why I'm holding on to this. Oh, yeah, you got the double. Oh, oh my gosh. Here comes the blue. Did I not get the double? Ooh, I love the tulips there. Oh my gosh. Bananas, really? In 7th? It gave me bananas? Whee! I'll take 4. Ba, 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 bow. And pass Mark Card 8 place. Be in this YouTube playlist. Bum, 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 bum. And here's the code, the tournament code, just in case folks miss it. I'm gonna try and pin this over to the Twitch chat stuff. Wow, 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 wow. There we go. So we're joining another match, another group. Oh, I saw that Taito has been putting out their Laserdisc games over to Steam, and then also coming to Switch 2. Not Switch 2, but Switch also. So Time Gal is seeing an HD remaster. I feel like I should have mentioned this earlier, but now this is like a fine example of, you know, them putting out remasters. It's when there's an IP or a release that's only seen limited release on like a platform that it's way more obscure in the nowadays, you know. So Laserdisc is what, or was, a much older media format where you play your movies. For us, you know, growing up in the 90s into like the late 90s and early 2000s, like that was when Laserdisc was at its peak. And like our family would have Laserdisc, or I guess my uncle and aunts would have a, you know, their karaoke setup, and that was like the first time I've ever seen like a Laserdisc in person. It's pretty much you think of like a large DVD. Before we even had DVDs, it was like the precursor. But it's like the size of like a vinyl. I'm sure, you know, most folks would recognize the vinyl. But in you know, you put it in the player, disc player, and it would play on TV. But they also had games, and now Taito, who is known for like arcade, would be the label that would put out games for the Laserdisc format, and nothing else. It was just exclusive Laserdisc games. So now, fast forward to 2025, there's now they're porting those games out to modern systems. So Taito Laserdisc Collection, I think it's called. Even though they didn't get to license all of the IPs, it's only been a couple of titles that they put releasing over here for the West region. And yeah, one of those is Time Gal. I'm trying to read what the other one says. But yeah, there's an HP remaster of those games, which is pretty neat. So on Steam, and then also on Switch. Let's see what it's called here. Oh, the other one is Ninja Hayate. First. Whee! I mean, third. Oh man, baby Burke. Good thing I had that bullet bill. Thank the RNG for that bullet bill. I just remember that I'm riding Wiggler on a Wiggler cart. For Wiggler Wednesday. Alright, let's go random again. Man, I haven't been sending messages to this group here. Good luck. Bunzi. Oh. I like that response. The guy was like, hooray! The guy in green has like red eyes. He looks so high. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Daisy Cruise, even more flowers. I like how Wiggler has a daisy on his head right now. Daisy! Oh! Oh my gosh. Man, that floaty does slow you down. Daisy Cruise. Cruisine? Oh! It's a fire flower. Ooh. Hop onto that, Yoshi. Ooh. Nice. No, my shells. Nelly with the star. Uh-oh. They're close behind. Wow. A speedy racer, man. Yoshi here just bumped me off to the side. Missed the banana. Alright, get it. Oh, they only gave me mushrooms. That's gonna be like another bullet bill or something. That would be great. Six. Would be nice if they offered like a boo early on, just to dodge the thunder shot, but it's okay. Oh, I haven't been jotting down the points. I think we got 2,200, 40 something, 42. Oh, green guys chose Paris. Oh, I chose the moon at random. Ooh, Moo Meadows. The old weak horse. 2245 is my points. Let's see. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, this Alpha again. We raced with that guy the other night. Man. Meow. Oh. Oh, we can actually hear the moving of the cows too. Oh, he's got a star. He's gonna come for ya. Nope. Mushrooms only? Give me a star or something. Whee! I'll take fourth. Bow, 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 bow. Ooh, Rosalina. Didn't even see that Rosalina player. Boom, boom, boom. For some reason, the cannot seem to load the Twitch chat over dashboard. Oh, you know, possibly because there was a browser update, and maybe I had to close. Okay, oh, now it's loading. I have to refresh it one more time. Yes, that was weird. Yeah, it was like a Firefox update before I hopped on. There we go. We started a bit late tonight. I didn't get to mention it earlier, but yeah. I decide, you know, which game to feature tonight. So I went with this. Oh, this is the slippery one. Hopefully I can fit in maybe at least a couple hours in. We'll definitely go for maybe another hour. Ooh, after that. Ooh, I don't know about this. Swerving isn't as... It's pretty okay on the drifting there. Not as fast as I'd like it to be. It's pretty standard. I think it's doable. No, I had a star. I didn't get to use my star. Man. It's funny how I was honking the horn, but the Bugos did not initiate. I can hear the honking too. Golden mushroom? Why? Dangerous space to be using the golden mushroom there. Thank you. Yeah, that was horrible. Very mid. Yeah, I think a star would be nice. Off to a different lobby. Yeah, golden mushrooms. I think I had more golden mushrooms on that course than even I don't know, like a single mushroom. It was like a majority of the items that I got in that last lobby. It's just like mushroom after mushroom, and then golden mushrooms on top of that, and then like one blue ghost, and that's about it. Bananas, shells. I think I had like some red shells at the beginning, and then the rest is like mushrooms and a blue ghost. No stars. And if there was a star, I was at the wrong time. Actually, I take that back. Sometimes there's no wrong spot for star. I think stars is probably the one item that I could always vibe with. Or even a bullet bill, man. No bullet bill offers too. Yeah, I feel like they push the folks that are lagging behind more so. And maybe that's probably the way to play is when you're lagging behind. And that would be the idea. And that would be like the strat. It's just to lag behind on purpose and then just wait for a good item, then use it. You know? That's a weird way to play though. It's a very weird way to play. But that's how they designed this game. Wow. Yeah, there must be someone that has like really weak connection or something. I've never seen lag this long for this game. And we're still waiting. I think we're gonna see a connection drop in a bit. I've never seen it go for this long. What the heck? Man, I was not prepared for that. I had to crack my drink with one hand and then start the acceleration. Isabel! Whee! I'll go for the big double. Go for the shell. Oh, should shot the second one. It's okay. Sorry, guy. We got a coin. Ooh. Banana. I like how it just bounces back. Ooh, Fireflower. I want to get a double, but the banana's already there. No! I think that if they offered me a star instead of triple shrooms or the shells were just useless. But they've offered a star, I just wouldn't care about, you know, where I want to go past those pipes. I would just go straight through them, right? So why wouldn't they give me a star? I think even a boo item, like a boo ghost, I don't think you can go through the pipes with the boo ghost. Because you still gotta bump into them, I think. You just won't be visible or won't get shot by lightning. But man, the RNG. Seeing twins. There seems to be like some sort of a dress code here. Sakura Neko. Ooh, F-Zero. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Come on. It's gonna be another laggy race. I like how the machines are just like... Well, unless that's an R-Wing. That looks like an R-Wing. It's probably not. It's probably one of the machines. Man. I had to put my drink down so fast just to have the right hand ready. Oh, you gave me a bomb at first, second. What if I had saved that for when we're closer to the last part? Whee! First! Wow, Wiggling first. Ba 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 da ba. Ba ba. Another Wiggler! Double Wigglers wiggling. For Wiggler Wednesday. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Trying to aim for the 1 million laps community challenge. Official tournament code in the chat. Streaming live, Twitch, YouTube, DLive, all the places. What? What? Man. The connections are lagging tonight. I'm glad I was able to see another Wiggler Racer there. Even though that, I think that other Wiggler was a computer. All right, let's get back in there. Let's view the standings. Right now I have 2267. Deshaun with the most, I think 13,000. 13,353. That guy just can play. He just plays non-stop. I see Kevo on there. Santi. I think we raced with them before. Pina X, also from America. Yeah, top 20 there are at least 5,000. Let's get back in. Let's continue as Wiggler. Let's see if we can find some better wheels or something here. Sponge one is pretty good. Ooh. Let's go to the sponge. Oh, the Wario one. A new group. Wow, 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 boom, boom. Coconut Mall. Hexagon. Wiggler. Oh, I could have gone into the thing. Someone's using the meta. Yo. Food park. Oh, imagine if there's a food park. Food park course, just with all just food. And I guess like there's been the sweet canyon. Or how would they call it? No, Boo got my ghost. Or Boo got my mushroom there. Really? I don't get to use like one mushroom? It's not even worth it. Like, why even bother giving me mushrooms? Just give me a star. I keep asking this game to give me stars. Oh, that was very close. Had to dodge the boost. That's okay. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Time to dominate. Dominate the Dom. Well, I was going for a really long while. Where did it hit me? Ooh. Gonna get second. Yeah. Chemic Bookstore, nice. Yeah, some of the shops have been redesigned from the original Wii version. Oh, interesting. On Your Tail is out on Switch today. Remember that game? I think it was a Kickstarter. It was a Kickstarter project. It was shown during Wholesome Direct, if I recall, or one of the indie showcases. Do 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Dylan. Oh wow. That would be another way to flip over that banana to get the item. We have enough mushroom to go in. Oh, why? No, had red shells, man. These are some weak items, man. Give me a star. Hey there, Wiggler. Give me some items. Oh. Whee! Take back my third. Wiggler on Wiggler. Sponge wheels. matching colored sponge wheels. Random. Oh, I get to check the other guy's points, number of points. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, baby park. I like the Yoshi egg ride down there. Yoshi egg flying something. Oh, the shells. Oh, Oh, I saw that guy shooting him. I don't know why the guy went backward. No, my item. Ooh. Star. I know star. Ooh. Oh my gosh. 6th place. Yeah, but if I didn't hit the circumference or the impact of that spiny shell, probably would have been just fine, but we hit it. I'm getting a whole lot of drop frames. I don't know why we're getting so many drop frames. I think the upload speed is probably starting to dip. Possibly, I feel like the upload might be being in use right now. Being in use, right? I'll have to dip down the bit rate a bit. Let's see if that would sort it out, smoothing it a bit. Yeah, I think our upload is being used right now. Not much I can do about it, other than lowering down the quality. Alright, looks like it's going back up. It's going back up. Oh, I'll bring the bitrate back up. Momentarily it dips down when someone tries to use the upload. Got some Mexican players. Dipping down again. Oh, now it's back up. Oh, this Deshaun. We finally see the Deshaun guy. His username is spelled differently here than the one that's on the charts. HT. I like some peach tea. Taking a little risk there. I wanted it to either go left around the banana or right around the banana. I took the risk of going to right. Try not to hit anything else. Single mushroom, that's it. Give me a star or something. Well, 6. Man, what is up with the connection tonight? I'm gonna have to decrease the speed again. So drop down the quality, but it's okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Be-do-do-do. Grumble volcano. Baby park. Oh boy. Oh, we have 23. 2303. Wait, yeah. 2303 points. Mooncats. Who's in the back there? I don't know where that's going. Man, it was like probably the one time I ever get to remain in first in Baby Park. The entirety of this match without getting hit. Look at that. One more lap. Oh, there you go. There's Spiny. Woo! First at Baby Park. Holy moly. The entirety of that course. Even though most of the lobby has been computers now. But usually it's way more chaotic than that. Barely even hold the first place spot. Normally, like 1% out of like 100 races. I think 1 out of 100 races in Baby Park. Like the one time I ever get like first, and then I mean, just only in this iteration. But GameCube versions, you know, GameCube original version, you know, there's more likely to get first. But in this one, oof, it's way worse. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Oh, I wasn't too sure, but I took a risk for that. I still don't trust these leaves. Those leaves, man. Oh no! Try to swerve the other way. Oh. Huh. Hope they give me something good. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Just what I was expecting. In line with the person in front of me. Ooh, nice one. Good timing, man. Double. Ooh, nice. I'll take fifth. Yes, have to recover from that. Especially when you're in 11th. Coming back. Bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Alright. I think another half hour will be good. Soon as it's gonna be like 2 a.m. soon. We started a little bit late. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ah, Waluigi Stadium. It's a good one. Ooh, see now we have some competition there. 2 other players that have like 2,000 points. I think of that other coin too. Too wide. Did I make him spin out? Wrong time, buddy. Yeah, let's use this thing here. GameCube and Wii U version, I would, Wii version, I mean, would go up there. Oh! But I would continue, downward this way. And now I gotta catch it back up. Might as well shoot him. Last lap. Ooh, back at third. Cut through here. Hitting coins and the wheels. Not sure if I can catch it back up, but it's okay. shrooms, eh? Yeah, never really gone up here. This would be the ideal path to take. Whee! Wow. Beep 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 beep. I think with that path, like the upper path that they added for this iteration of Waluigi Stadium, you'll be able to dodge like some of the projectiles and stuff. Maybe not lightning, maybe not someone with a star or something that they follow you behind. But I think the shells. I'm not sure if the shells can actually follow you up there, man. But yeah, I mean it's a good way to avoid the chaos if you can get up there. But I do miss the sunset. I think in previous iterations, you better see the sunset like across the sky and stuff before you reach that area. Like as you're going down the hills, past the piranhas, the giant piranhas. But they removed it in this version. Koopa Cape, one of my favorites. This was one that I hoped that they had brought over. And so they did. Oh, Angry Wiggler. Red Shell. Whoa. Man, over the items. Keep getting bumped away. Man, I hear the revving of the beagle there that Diddy Kong's got. No! Oh my gosh, the star. Here comes the blue. A single banana? Oh, couldn't decide which way to go. Give me a star, yo. Give me a star. Green shells. Ooh, mushrooms. Oh, I saw a banana up there. Go, 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 go! Shot myself. Into my own shells. Hey, what I should have done was shoot him backward. Lobby. Alright, let's bring the bitrate back up. Gradually. Oh my gosh, Luigi. Luigi. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Hey, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Yeah, doubles. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Trying to grab the coins for no reason. Just give me something to do. Ooh, reach out of nowhere. Should save that for the blue spiny. Boomerang shot him. Oh, could have went for the purple. Ultra. Keep the banana. Is that a spiny? Get it! Get it! Line! Whee! Angry Wiggler takes the cake in first. The lightning, I like the lightning impact. Gives it more like a dramatic finish. Very cinematic. Intense. Very intense. Ooh, LA. Yoshi Circuit. GameCube Classics. That was fun. Didn't have enough time to input that in. My gosh, look at that meat design right there. What is that supposed to be? It's like a coconut face. Oh my gosh. The open mouth. It's like the end of a coconut that has the you know, those 2 or 3 dots. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. And the textures. I feel like the new engine, whatever the next smart card for Switch 2 is gonna look like, I feel like it's gonna be way more, definitely more vast, and I don't know, I feel like the art assets is you know, it's gonna be more fleshed out, like how like Zelda, open air Zelda would be like, you know. Like I can imagine that. I can imagine the game looking like that. Maybe not as like open land, but it would be nice. It would be neat to see like a big open world like that, or like a Mario Kart game. I think. Well, I don't want to be able to see the grass. Like every shade is called shade. Not shade. It's like every blade of grass. Yeah, a blade of grass. Like that would be awesome to see. It's Yoshi. And hopefully it doesn't run with laggy frames or anything. I hope that it runs at a smooth frame rate. At least make it so that the Switch 2 can pump out 1080p 60 frames. 1080p resolution and then 60 frames. If not more, you know. 120 frames would be awesome. Since a lot of TVs nowadays, HD TVs would support like higher refresh rate. Even 120 refresh rate, that would be awesome. If it's powerful enough to pump out, you know, that high of a frame rate, then I feel like the machine is good. It would stand the test of time. Another one. How did I dodge that? I think it just went to the wall. Man, HPS 8 there. Had been waiting to take me out before the finish line. Wiggler. Full-on Wiggler setup. Yeah, Sweet Sweet Canyon, so it is called Sweet Sweet Canyon. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Alright. Gonna increase the bitrate up a little more. But I feel like I think at a later date, I may want to somehow come up with a way to output a higher bit rate for YouTube side, and then Twitch would have a, you know, their standard 6K, I think, because I think the max for Twitch side would be 8, I think, for viewability. Like just underneath like 8,000, I think. Otherwise, if you go any higher than that, when it's not an affiliate or partner channel, it would not, the video player itself would not be visible. Like even if you refresh the page, it would seem like something is wrong. It would show that the channel has the red highlights on like the profile icon, but the video itself on the channel page would not appear nor play because it's too high of a bit rate. So if only Twitch can increase that for all accounts. But seemingly like you have to be like either a partner to have you know, that ability to stream at a higher bit rate. Offer more quality for partners. At least that's their policy at the moment. which is a shame because, you know, you can do it on YouTube, you can do it on other sites. Other sites offer, like, you know, higher quality options, like from the get-go. Don't even need to be like affiliate or partner to have those options. But they seem to prioritize the partners, you know, for like the simplest feature. So I think in the near future I might have to separate the streams quality. Or gels. Another Wiggler? Yay! I'll take fourth. I think Jess is also playing as Wiggler. Wiggler Wednesday. Up and at 'em. Unless they were playing as a Mii character that looks like a Wiggler. Then I couldn't tell. I thought it was a Wiggler. Bum 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 bum. Bim bim bum 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 bum. Oh, Daisy started again? Oh, they are playing as the the Mii character, but they're using the Wiggler outfit. Maybe I should try that too. I should probably do that too. I think my current Mii setup is not great for it's not great of a setup for races, so I may have to adjust it. I totally forgot all about the Wiggler outfit. I need to put that back on. It's no wonder. Whee! Wiggler! Single mushroom, really? Not even a star? That would have been a great time to give me a star right there, just to avoid the lightning. Ah, you can't choose. Imagine if there's a mode that they can add to the next Mario Kart where you can choose whichever items. Even if it's a star, like you would take the time to try and browse through all the things. And then you set it as like a shortcut. Like that, wouldn't that be awesome? That's okay. Like I think of like Monster Hunter series that would have all these different items, or even the Zelda, like open air Zelda, where you can have like you have to browse through all the different items in your inventory just to find that one item. Echoes of Wisdom also has it. Scrolling across the screen, imagine that while you're racing. You gotta choose like whichever item that that you need to, you know, take out the guy right beside you. I think giving us the option to play that mode, I think would be a neat idea. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a race, too. Like it could be a battle mode even, or something totally different that we haven't had before. And I feel like that is what we're gonna be striving for in the next Mario Kart. Is give us a mode that we haven't had before. Oh, there goes connection again. RDA challenge. Let's go back in. I think we're close to 2300. Oh, we are at 2300. Let me check that out. Oh yeah, let me check the Mii character. This setup might be a little more terrible, because I haven't got the Mii. Okay, I can probably try this. Speed is not that great. May have to adjust the wheels though. Off-road, have to try this. Serenity, wow. They're still racing. Crowley's still going. I think I saw Serenity the other night. Alright, I think while this loads, I'm gonna step away for a bit. Enjoy the clippies, see if they play. Okay, we're back. Wrong key there. Hello. Good luck. Let's make sure I type this out correctly. Oh, I didn't, okay. I didn't get to add, global challenge to the stream title, but it's okay. A little more reference to, you know, the 1 million laps. 2387. Type that out. I think I'll type it out when we have 24,000 or 2,400 points. Alright, let's see how our Mii character and Wiggler outfit plays. Turns aren't so bad. Not too bad. Whee! Get those coins. Yeah, this setup's not too bad. I actually like this. Yeah, I gotta have my sharp corners. I mean, sharp enough, which is good. And speed is alright. Yeah, the hop is good too. Oh, I didn't go to the ramp. Just slip on the banana. Hey, the shell. Yeah, of course they would have a red shell. Wow, 2 of them with horns, and then red shell here. Here comes the crowd. They don't even give me a star. Oh. Man, we're from 1st to 6th. No star. Every course I expect like a star to pop up, but no. Wow, even a computer just like surpassed us. Wow, 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 wow. Let's check the number of points. I don't think we were at 2,400 yet, but soon. TM. Although we're about to reach the 3-hour mark soon, possibly after this course. Then maybe we'll go for maybe another lobby. So 4 more races after that, and then we'll close out. Oh yeah, so I think after this one we'll reach 2,400. 2,394 right now. Oh, Grey Goose is back. They were in last night's lobby, or the previous night. Just want to see my own Mii character's face. Oh, come on. Oh, was there? Oh no, that didn't look like there was a shortcut there. Oh, other racers. What the heck? The timing. Couldn't decide whether to get the double or the single. I do expect a spiny shell soon. That's okay. Lost my shell. Double, of course. Ba 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 ba. All right. Wait, unless this was a new lobby, then that means I'll just play until this lobby's over. So was that 2400? I think it was. It's gotta be. GG. Dirt. Grey goose. Oh yeah, gotta use the excited when there's an excite bike course. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, 2404. Twisted Mansion. Ghost Clutch? What? And of course, always expect the blue spiny on this course. Sooner or later, it'll definitely arrive. Therefore, whoever's in second can take first, or just whoever's behind me in general. But I think I'd rather be up here than down there. There's like, you know, plenty of other chaotic players. Double. Man, that green shell. Seems like it's about to hit me or something. Please, no blues. Maybe I should go down there. Red. See, this around here is where I expect a blue to pop out. Good thing there's no blues. No one shot their blues. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Twisted Mansion. I do miss the DS Luigi's Mansion one. I think that was probably the one of the defining Mario Kart courses, I think, of the DS. DS version had some cool courses. The same goes for the Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. Some of which they have not ported over to this iteration. All right. Not sure how many courses are left for this group, but I think I can probably take a few more. Don't want to go for too long since it's already 2 a.m. Bum 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 ba bum bum. Beep 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 beep. $24.19. Smack dab in the middle. Oh. Mess up there. Gotta watch out for that red shell. Ooh. I'll take what I can get. Slipped on the oil, but it's okay. Bum 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 bum. Just North America that's on tonight. Alright, I think that was the end of that lobby. Alright. Yeah, I think that might just be might just be a I know around this time, you know, there might be some folks that not just hopping on, maybe their favorite channels are now offline. Oh my gosh, look at those Mii characters. But you know what, let's just go for one more race. I do need to wrap it up though. Just getting a little overtime. I kinda wanna fit in maybe one more. Last plays of Mario Kart 8 over on YouTube. Don't often feature this game, but whenever they do like a tournament like this, official tournament, I tend to partake in it. And how many times do we gotta go to Daisy's Cruise? Oh man. Daisy's Cruise, yet again. Alita at 9,000 points. Alright, this might just be the last one tonight. We'll see. That guy's face back there is like, not impressed. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the Spink Yoshi here. They've got way more points. Whoa! Nice. Ooh, got a Yoshi. I think I got 2 Yoshis there. Luigi. Just a coin. Meep. This guy's me. Meep. Ooh, the tables. Could use that. Why did it go to this guy? Could it just hit the Yoshi? Wow, it shot the guy behind me. The spiny shell caught. It was aligned to the guy that was just behind me there. I surpassed him because he was in first, and then I surpassed him right as it happened. Double reds. Ooh, blocked. Ooh, I'll take first, second. Ooh, wow, look at that. Now that's the closer right there. I wasn't too sure. I was definitely speeding up. I think Kai was like slowing down a bit. The shy guy there. Wow, what a race. Now that's a good way to end it. Alright. Yay! Good game! That was fun! Thanks for playing! And a good night! Alright. Alright, I think that'll do. Tomorrow's Thursday. Not sure what I'll have tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. There might be some surprise times when I would hop back onto this. Depending on the mood. We'll see. I like how those 2 toads there. Toadstronauts. They're just like bumping off each other. But yeah, the last day of the tournament will be on Monday, next Monday. And that is St. Patrick's Day, I think. So I could hop back onto it before then. Or maybe right on then. Here are my play stats. I don't know why it's still stuck to that position there. Wireless play. Overall. Still Diddy Kong. Still standard bike and standard wheels. Super glider. Drifts. Seems like drifts have gone up. Super Ultra. Super Ultra Turbo. Sounds like a Street Fighter game or something. Say by Lakitu a few more times. Nice. Alright. Do you like the soundtrack section though? Animal Crossing? A different entourage of the same tune. ba, 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 ba. Oh, this one has like a higher note. I think I like this. I like this iteration here. The fourth version is the version that would play at the winter season of this course. They're righteous. Righteous, we're about to end this session of MK8 Deluxe. Yep, hopped on a little late, but I thought to, you know, put in a little small session because I couldn't decide what to hop onto. So, and I saw that, you know, Nintendo posted that, oh yeah, we're 75% completed on the 1 million laps, so that's why we're on. So I kind of wish that the soundtrack would still play for this main title screen. But anyways, yeah, I'm not sure what I'll have tomorrow. I could prepare like an old game to maybe play, or maybe I'll hop onto like we'd probably do like a 180 and do like a horror game or something. I don't know. I still have yet to start mouth watching the indie game called Mouth Watching, which I feel like I should have played last year that I didn't, and it's still on my Steam's library and still just haven't. I played the demo last year, early 2024, before people even knew about it. But now that I have the full game, I think that I have that. There's a couple other games that I have on Steam I want to feature, but just hadn't got around to them. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for tomorrow. Anyways, I'm gonna take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful night in our day. See you next one. Later.
See you next time!